Yeah. That Illuminati. Yeah. That's why I had one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do that. We gonna do that in a few minutes because you actually started the line early. But we're actually going to talk about. We're going to talk about BeardGod versus Syigu. Um, it was something that was probably going to happen regardless. I'm trying to really think that this wasn't going to happen. It happened. We had our issues, we had our beef. As grown men, we're able to speak on it and overcome it and continue to do great things. But there's some good, some bad, some ugly things that also went down. It was very competitive. You know what I'm saying? It was very competitive. And I actually spent like a year and some change, um, pretty much entertaining the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of other people had, their opinions and their thoughts about, each side. And I also think that kind of, it took me to a level that I didn't even need to get to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this side has people in the ear, and that side has people in the ear. Sometimes things get stressed out and over-exaggerated, misconstrued, and it just makes things bigger than it has to be. And to me, I can honestly say that I never really had a personal problem until, like, it got to the point where people are telling people not to battle on our league, or not to support our league because of X, Y, Z, or they're doing this, or they're doing that, because now you're messing with people's livelihood and you're taking food out of people's, taking food out of people's mouths and you're taking money out of people's pockets. And so that, to me, isn't okay. But when I first came, when I first came into the scene, the village to me was like the villain. He was like the side villain, you know what I'm saying? He was like the bad guy, you know what I'm saying? The people were saying and people were talking about. And it was just like, he was like, oh, there's a Jesus, there's that, there's that. I don't really know Sheila, you know what I'm saying? I think with Sheila, I think when, I said it might have been at the 2016, I think it was, and everybody's on this back and forth, this, that, that. When I heard Sheila, I was like, they're like at the list, I was expecting him, you know what I'm saying? What's good, Nick? Nick, G2 Tech Now, what's good? He's back in, man. What's good with it? But yeah, when I heard Sheila, I thought he was dope. Like, I respected him as an artist, you know what I'm saying? Um, and, that's makes sense. We got the artist, and, yo, 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 you hear us?
You talking into these mics right here?
Nah, they're not.
You talking to the camera mic?
Yeah, they're talking to the camera mic.
Yeah.
Yo, what's good? Yo,
Yo. Nick, it's still muffled. Let me know.
Good.
You good?
Yeah, we good.
All right.
It's a delay.
So yeah, we got some things to talk about. We got some. What up, Chuck Book? What's good? You definitely getting the mention. Book is definitely getting the mention. What's good? What's good? So we getting ready to talk about this beef that was epic in the tri-state battle rap scene. The name Gates of the Garden and Syigu Battle League will always kind of be 1-1. Us being from the same area, us putting in the work that we put in. You know what I'm saying? We had issues from a competitive standpoint, two powerhouses in our area. We had our disagreements, we had our wars, but as grown men, we was able to handle our issues with each other, deal with it, move on, and be able to be successful in what it is that we were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we both put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of love and a lot of respect for those guys. And we definitely want to talk about how we got to this place in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that people don't know as far as how things started. So, Dre Dennis, when I came on the scene, was like the South Jersey villain, the South Jersey bad guy from what everybody was saying. Dre this, Dre this, Dre this, Dre that. I didn't know Dre. So I didn't see him the way a lot of other people had seen him. CeeLo, I had heard some stuff CeeLo had did. I respected CeeLo as an artist, as a lyricist. I thought, his flow was crazy. Like, pen was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I had respect on a different level. I think once you start getting into like being league owners, and once you're having events, and then you get competitive, and then you're doing booking, and you're dealing with battle rappers, and you're dealing with artists, stuff starts getting goofy and stuff starts getting crazy. So let's talk about some dates. Let's talk about some timelines. Let's talk about Syigu for a second. Syigu first event was March 2016. We weren't an official league until our second event, which was July of 2016. But according to Verse Tracker, we weren't an official league until Halloween Havoc, which was October 22nd, 2016. Gates of the Garden first event was February 10th, 2018. So it goes to show you that we was around like 2 years before they came around, when it came out to having a league. You know what I'm saying? He said, how you make them wings, though? Fuck out of here, Jeff. Can't give away the Syigu wing recipe. So when we were doing our thing before them, when it really was crazy was 2018. 2018 was a crazy year. Now, I can't pinpoint the exact date when the beef actually started, because it was a lot of subliminals, it was a lot of jabs, it was a lot of shots that was taken on both sides. But I can give you key points and key situations that had us like, all right, like this shit is like we really beefing with these dudes now. So a very important date, January 5th, 2019. That was when the beef was over. You know what I'm saying? The beef was over January 5th, 2019. We'll talk about that in part 2 when we talk about ending the beef. But somewhere between May 2018 and I would say June 2018 was the peak of the actual beef, when you start getting to songs and all of that stuff getting made. So from my recollection, what I remember was Dre Dennis battled over here at Halloween Havoc 2017. That was October 2017. Dre Dennis battled over here. He battled Monster. And not too long after that battle, he told me that him and CeeLo were going to start a league. And he was like, I want you to be one of the first people to know that we're going to start we're gonna start a league. And you know, I just want you to know, like, we ain't gonna try to be no competition and no shit like that or whatever. But you know, we just gonna start our own league. At the time, I think they had already been doing like joint cards together. I believe they were the underdog cards. They had did a couple of those together. And then I remember hitting you up because I had this premonition. I said, yo, it's gonna end up being a beef. Like, they gonna end up making songs, dissing us. Like, I was able to just see it. Like, I could just witness it.
So let me ask you, what made you come to that conclusion that they were going to do that without knowing, or you just felt that way?
I just felt that way. Like, I felt like at that time, Syigu was like it was just we was at a crazy time. You know what I'm saying? Like 2018 was a good year for us. It was in 2017, 2018, like they was good years for us. And I felt like when you're new coming into something and it's competitive, you're being humble, you got respect, but it's like, yo, we want that spot.
But that's what I'm saying. So like historically, and I don't want to turn this into like some political black on black stuff, but kind of is. Historically, competition does happen like that, where it's the new guys come in and they have to put themselves in a position where people looking at them.
Yeah. And
not to say that they had to use us to do that, but in some cases, that's kind of what you have to do to get noticed. You know what I'm saying? Historically, but you really don't have to do that. But you know how it goes in hip hop. You want to be better than the other. You know what I'm saying? That goes for battle rap leagues to down to hip hop artists. To record labels did the same thing. Yeah. They moved in your territory. It's the same thing with like you like with drug dealing. You move into my territory, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so like I respect you, OG, but this about to be my block now. You know what I'm saying?
You been locked up too long.
Yeah.
Or the nigga been locked up, he come out like, we gonna go back to the old way.
Yeah.
So, I understand.
Yeah. So I mean, it was a thing where, you know, I felt like it was going to happen. Like, I kind of seen the writing on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at, and I don't really want to name too many leagues, but let's just say, like, there's a couple leagues over the bridge that had came around, and I kind of felt like I seen that movie with them. You see what I'm saying? Where it was like, okay, we the new league, and that was like, you're booking the same talent. So once you get into booking the same talent, at some point, you're going to have people who are probably going to just naturally choose.
It's a little bit different for Over the Bridge because honestly, they support each other way more than South Jersey did at the time. South Jersey has always been the hater, or everybody had their own thing going. Like even like before me and you got into this thing, Shadow and Flow Game. You know what I'm saying? It was always something. I think in Philly, they respected each other. They probably didn't step on each other's toes as much, but out here, it was always, I'm better than him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely think that. I mean, I hate the term crabs in the barrel because crabs don't belong in the barrel, but I mean that's like a good synopsis of how, you know, things work. But yeah. So anyway, Key Marks. Dre battled over here October. He told me that he was going to him and CeeLo was going to start their own league, and he wanted, you know, me to be one of the first ones to know. And I just had this premonition that it was going to be conflict, like it was going to be beef, like, you know, everything wasn't just going to be, you know, unison. So they had the first event, which was February 10th, 2018. That was the I think it was called Straight Out the Gate, Fresh Out the Gate, something like that. It was the first event that they had.
Well, let me say this before you start. So I got a confession on that, right? So I was kind of being biased towards Dre because at the time he battled Monstar. Monstar was in LOS, and I did make a flyer and it kind of made, even though I believe Monstar still did win, but it kind of made it like Monstar won the battle. Because it looked like Dre was regular and Monster was like the Dragon Ball Z character, Super Saiyan character. I don't know if you've seen that.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember that.
So I kind of gotta confess about that because I was being biased on that because I think Drake did say something about it, and I was like, nah, it's just a flyer, but it wasn't just a flyer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be honest, it wasn't.
Yeah, I see that. See, that's why I said. See, that's the beauty of this. Like this battle rap Illuminati stuff that we doing. Like this is like behind the scenes stuff that y'all ain't gonna get. Like it's my man telling me. So I tell him every day. I don't even remember that. But what I do remember was saying to myself, like, damn, like this is gonna be like competitive. Like, yo, we gonna really end up like beefing with these dudes. And he was just like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I was right because the next thing that I remember happening was we were releasing the battles from Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
And I remember on Thanksgiving Eve, we had dropped Easy to Block Captain versus Drugs. And we dropped Easy to Block Captain versus Drugs. And it's like the next day, my phone is going off like crazy. I'm getting all of these messages. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it's, yo, Dre Dennis made the post and he tagged all these people. We are cool now. We are cool now. I talked to Dre this week. He gave the blessing to actually talk about this shit. We cool now. We're gonna talk about that on part 2 when we talk about squashing the beef. We talk about how it started. So Dre made this post on Facebook and he tagged all these battle rappers and was like, yo, they did like 15,000 views and it was just too fast and I ain't saying they buying views, but I don't know. And then like Drugs is calling me like, yo, what did these do? Easy hit me like, what are they talking about? Buying views and all this other stuff, whatever. And then it was like, to me, that was the Suge Knight moment. That was the Suge Knight Source Awards moment. Like that was the, yo, if you want to be on the league, then you ain't got to worry about them buying views and all this other shit. Come over here and fuck with Gates of the Guard. Like that was how I took that. Like, yo, this shit is crazy. Like, if you really was concerned and you really was worried about it affecting battle rappers, like if that was true and YouTube channels getting shut down and all of that, you could have just inboxed me. You could have been like, yo, bro, listen, I seen this. This look a little, you know what I'm saying, a little crazy. Like, you know, how did this happen? You know what I'm saying? Not that you gotta explain anything to anybody in this game. You don't have to explain shit to nobody. But had happened, I think the respect would have been different, but instead it was kind of like, yo, you kind of putting it out there, and it's like doing two things. One is giving us more publicity, so thank you. But two, you trying to put a negative light on what it is that we doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that divide is already being created at this point. And this was something that I kind of seen before because it's the strategy. It's like the art of war. You know what I'm saying?
So when people say, because I'm kind of confused about the whole buying views thing. I understand. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole on it. Mm-hmm. But when people say you're buying views, what exactly does that mean?
I think that is no different than buying advertisement. It's like people are sitting up there paying for something that is an illusion. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like for battle rappers who really work hard to get their name up and earn their views, I think they look at it like it's a slap in the face for somebody else to come and battle, and then you purchase views, and now they're like, yeah, look at me, I did all of these views or whatever. So now, you know, their verse tracker is bumping up, and now they're trying to use that to their benefit. But let's look at it from another perspective. If you have a big name battle a name that's smaller, the smaller name is battling that bigger name for those views. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I've actually heard battle rappers say, yeah, I want to battle names because they're going to generate the views. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you have battle rappers that battle for views. You have battle rappers that battle because they want to be on certain platforms. Some battle rappers, they name is they name whole weight, and no matter where they go, their views are going to follow. So I definitely feel like the view thing at that time, it was like blasphemous. Like, no, you can't be buying no views. You know what I'm saying? How dare you do that? But my thing is, people didn't even have no proof of nothing. They could just say, oh yeah, they buying views. Don't fuck with them. And I
guess that's my point. I was trying to say, like, and this really has nothing to do with Gates of the Garden, just in general. Mm-hmm. when people say that you're purchasing views, they really don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Mm.
Because a lot of times you literally can pay a company called Promoter. It's called Promoter.
Mm.
2 Chainz, Jay-Z, all these people use that promotional company and they promote your videos. Now, how you get these views is something crazy. Like they'll have like raffles. They'll say, watch this video for 2 minutes or 1 minute. And whoever watches the video for 1 minute, if you watch 1,000 videos for 1 minute, you get a $500 gift card or something like that, right? That's basically how they do it. Because obviously everybody ain't into hip hop. So if Jay-Z's promoting it over somewhere in Afghanistan somewhere, those people they don't know what he's talking about. Half of them don't know what he's saying. They might like it, but they're watching it to get the incentives. I think that's what people got to understand. Now it's no problem for people to use that same method to get views. Where they use, like, you can go on Fiverr. On Fiverr, they got $5 can guarantee you organic views, but you don't know who's watching it. You know what I'm saying? Is that buying views? No, that's not buying views. That's you promoting yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I think at that time people didn't understand how it was. They just automatically assumed, because that was just a running narrative. Buying views. Oh, URL. At one point somebody said URL is buying views. It was like, oh, URL is supposed to be buying views. They got 1 million views. It was like, no, they didn't buy views. It's just the platform.
But my whole thing is, even if, all right, hypothetically speaking, let's say let's say it ever came out like our URL or RBE got caught buying views at some point.
Yeah.
Is that going to have battle rappers stop fucking with those platforms?
Absolutely
not.
No.
Like, it's not. You know what I'm saying? So, but we're small guys. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, for those who don't know the history of South Jersey and South Jersey battle rap, there was a battle league called Frontline Battlegrounds. Or Judgment Day Battlegrounds, whatever. And them dudes was like out of Willingboro area, whatever. And what ended up happening was Judgment Day, they were doing that, and their channel got taken down, just like Free said. They shit got taken down. So I think a lot of battle rappers were scared that, yo, if I put in work on a league and they're buying views and my hard work gets, deleted or terminated, like, yeah, I understand that. You see what I'm saying? But let's look at this. How many years away from these accusations are we now? You see what I'm saying? Like E-Ness and E-Heart, they just did like 20,000 views, 21,000 views, whatever. Like they did like 10,000 views in like under 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, what's the difference? You see what I'm saying? But nobody's saying, oh, well, they bought views for that battle. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to me, the whole buying view shit was dumb. It was over exaggerated. It was looked at crazy. And I think it was like a thing where it caused a divide. People was like, oh, I can't mess with them because I don't know what was legit and what's not legit, whatever case it be. But then it's kind of like, yo, you got battle rappers who everywhere they go, they only getting 200, 300 views. And then it's like the highest views are when we're really pushing and promoting their shit. They don't even promote their own shit. So we say, all right, we're going to drop your battle. We're going to fall back and we ain't going to do shit. Now your battle's only going to get 300, 400 views because you're not promoting it. Like, you might have been getting 1,000 views before over here, and now you only getting 300. But that's because we start saying ourselves like, man, fuck it, we not promoting these dudes shit like that. Like, y'all gotta promote your own shit. Like, you gotta show us, you know what I'm saying, what you willing to sit up there and do. You see what I'm saying?
The first time I ever heard, and I guess I'm not gonna get off this, but the first time I ever heard of somebody saying somebody brought views was actually Easy to Block Captain versus $1 Million Cash.
Oh, what was that? Was that Trap Philly?
I think so. I think they had got 100,000 views or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And somebody said that, and they actually took the battle down, and then they re-uploaded.
Man, fuck that! I wouldn't have did all that. No, I wouldn't have did that.
I'm not saying Trap took it down. I'm saying I think YouTube took it down.
Took it down and made them
re-upload it, or they corrected the views, but somebody was saying that they brought views. And at that time, I really wasn't into the view thing. I didn't care because I still don't really care about the view thing. But I think that that was the first time I ever heard of the purchase and view thing. And after that, it was just like, then everybody was getting accused of doing it.
All right. Let's move off of the purchase and view thing. So that's what happened. Like, it literally was like, yo, these dudes, they must be buying views. Come rock with our new league. You know what I'm saying? They said we bought views, went easy, and Dove started going crazy versus drugs, Snake Eyes, etc. Exactly. We already talked about that. Yeah, it was the when Easy and drugs battle dropped after Halloween Havoc. You know what I'm saying? After Halloween Havoc 2K17, that was when the view accusation happened. So Dre battles Monster over here October, Halloween Havoc. He tells me not too long after that, maybe like 2 weeks, whatever. He tells me they're going to start their league. Then we get to around Thanksgiving, November. That's when Easy and Drugs drops on Thanksgiving Eve. Thanksgiving Day was a shit show. I got so many calls and messages, like it was ridiculous. And basically, that was to me when they, was starting the whole like, all right, we're going to, have people come back over here. We got a league. We doing a card. We trying to get on it, blah, 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 whatever. They do their first card. I don't remember what conversation was had between that time and whenever they had the second card. Because I honestly don't remember the space we was in when they did the first card. I know I didn't go to the first event, and I didn't have no plans on going to the first event after all of that shit had happened. Somebody talked to somebody. I don't remember. You know what I'm saying? But I know
I went to the first event.
You went to the first event? And who did camera work? Did Lacar do camera work at that event?
I think they did. Because
I know they asked him to do camera work.
They was asking me about, and I was telling them about the memory card.
Yeah, I remember that. So I said, like, it was a like it was. We clearly talked between the time of that and then the first event, because I remember you went to the first event. I think Lacar was at the first event. I didn't go to the first event. Yeah, I didn't go to the first event. I went to the second event. I was at the second event. The second event stuff was cool. So I'm guessing, because it's been so many years, I'm guessing like we kind of got past that whole view shit. I don't even remember how that shit got solved, but I know when I went to the second event that they had, everything was cool. When you get to the third event, that's where I think the arrogance and the cockiness starts coming into play. So when you get to they paid for views when it was Gunna and Dot, 44,000 in a week was dead, paid for email blasts. I remember that. I remember that being crazy. I don't remember what event that was. That was one of the first events. I do remember that battle. It might have been like the first or second, but that third event, I didn't go to the third event, but after the third event, I remember CeeLo did a live. They had a successful event. CeeLo did a live, and they asked CeeLo about doing a joint event with another league. So he was like, "Yeah, what league do y'all want to see us do something with?" And people were saying, "Yo, y'all should do something with Syigu." And CeeLo was on some shit like, "Nah, like we need a league that's bigger." You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on some get down and lay down shit. So when he said that, I'm like, "The fuck this nigga mean he on some get down and lay down shit?" Now, this was in May of 2018. Now, these dates and these months are very important, because if anybody that follows Syigu and know our history, in May of 2018, we did an event in Philly, our Syigu Philly event, the only event we ever did in Philly, and it was called Get Down to Lay Down, Part 1. So I think it's kind of crazy. Now, I could be a conspiracy theorist, but I think it's kind of crazy that we do an event in Philly. It's called Get Down to Lay Down, Part 1, and that's the slang they use in Philly. And then y'all have a successful event, which is your third event, around that same time. And then you do the live, and when they mention Syigu, you say, no, they're not a big enough league. You want some get down and lay down shit. So I felt some type of way about that shit. I ain't going to front. So I decided to be petty. And there happened to be a picture of CeeLo with the Syigu belt from one of our events, and I made it my profile picture.
All right, I want to give you some pushback on that. Mm-hmm. I didn't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? We talked about this, and I didn't agree with that, right? I told you this. I really don't see, and I know you have a different way of thinking when it comes to that, but I didn't see the correlation, because that's a common term, get down and lay down. Now, maybe it was just something he said. I don't know, but I couldn't put, even though it sounds legit, I still couldn't put it together for some reason. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't put it together. And I guess this is why we partners, because I ain't going to agree with everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think that when you put the picture up, you automatically inserted, and I'm not gonna say inserted the beef, but you automatically gave some pushback to what he said.
All right, so hold
You
on.
get what I'm saying?
All right, yeah, but see, there's more to that, and this is the reason why the dates and the months are important. This is why I took these notes. So also around that time, I don't know what happened with GL and Gates. I know GL and that whole Shaq shit, like the shoes, that was the second event. That was the event I was at when the nigga went viral for the Shaqs, whatever. Now, somewhere between events, he had an issue with Low and Dre. I don't remember, but GL hits me in the inbox. I don't know that this dude is GL because it was his government name. So he says, "Hey, how you doing? Real professional. Like, I'm a battle rapper. I'm interested in battling on your league." So what happens is, I'm like, "All right, well, you got some footage." He's like, "Yo, I'm the nigga with the Shacks." So I'm like, "Oh, GL." You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. So I'm like, "Well, look, we don't have nothing open right now. You know what I'm saying? We booked up, but when we get something open, I'll let you know." He says, "All right, cool." He goes back to Dre and them, and he tells these dudes that he's Syigu now. Mind you, I don't know that they're beefing. I'm not, in tune in their group and what's going on. So now Dre makes a post in the gates like, "Oh, GL is Syigu and fuck them and this, that, and the third." So now we're getting pulled into some shit that, what I'm saying, don't even have nothing to necessarily do with us, because I'm looking at it like I'm booking this dude based off of, okay, he wants to battle over here, not thinking, damn, he trying to use us as a pawn to piss these dudes off, because clearly he knows they have an issue with us or whatever, or there's some animosity in this situation. So you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm gonna go. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
So, all right, so even with that, right?
No.
Good.
Because it gets to the conversation that I had with CeeLo's man, Milk the Bully, which was also in May. Dre didn't say anything about CeeLo picture. CeeLo didn't say anything about that CeeLo picture. It was Nook that hit me up about that picture. He hit me up and he said, "Yo, bro, what's up with this picture shit? Like, what's up with that?" And I said, "Well, what's up with the get down and lay down shit?" And he was just like, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about with that." And I was like, "Oh, you didn't see the live?" So we're talking about this. And then the shit about GL and a post that was made in the Gates page and niggas was tagged in it and the GL shit, all of that came at the same time. Like, all of that conversation was all together. So it was kind of like, listen, I watched this happen, I watched this happen, I see this happen, we get pulled into this. That, like, niggas tag us and shit and they group, you know what I'm saying, to bring attention over there. So now we go in they group and we're arguing and they group, like, I get what's going on here. So he was like, "Well, look, man, when you said this and you did this, whatever." And it's like, listen, we both took our shots. My reaction was this based off of this. So Nook said something that was right. He was like, "Yo, instead of you being petty, you should have set up there and just, what's the name? You should have just talked to him like a man." And he was absolutely right.
I was gonna say
he was absolutely right. But what people gotta understand, a lot of this beef. And I can't speak for you, but at least my involvement from the Syigu side, and I know from whoever side on Gates side, it was a lot of ego and pride that was put into this. You see what I'm saying? It was a lot of ego and a lot of pride that was put in this, but at the same time, it was a lot of sidebar conversation that was happening with certain battle rappers who was picking sides and choosing sides, or I'm a Gates artist, or I'm Syigu, or this, that, and the third. And then it got to the point where certain battle rappers didn't want to battle on. So, like, it was battle rappers that I was trying to book, and some was like, "Nah, I can't battle over there because I'm Gates," or "I can't battle over there because Dre and them said that if we battle on Syigu, then we can't come back over here and battle." Like, that's when it starts going away from the main individuals, and now it's becoming a bigger thing that it really doesn't have to be. Because honestly, me and CeeLo could have had a conversation. Me and Dre could have had a conversation. Me and Dre had conversations. You know what I'm saying? Dre and Reese could have had conversations. I always felt like Reese and Dre had more of an issue than me and Dre ever had. And I felt like me and CeeLo had more of an issue than Reese and CeeLo ever had. But Reese is my man. He riding with me. Dre is his man. He ride for him, and that's kind of where it ended up getting. That was never true. Dre never stopped the battle at Syigu. Listen, I'm not saying Dre stopped the battle at Syigu. I'm telling you that battle rappers told me that they weren't allowed to battle here. Now, I remember we talked the other day about the Don Marino joint. I wanted to book Don Marino over here, and I remember Dre like, not over my damn body. So, of course, that was during the time that beef was happening, and if somebody is supposed to be riding with you and you beefing with somebody, you like, yo, my enemy is your enemy. Like, I kind of get that, but in battle rap, I don't care who I was beefing with. I never told no battle rappers that they couldn't battle somewhere.
When it comes to the whole thing,
he was Beard Moses, not BeardGod. Yo, preach stupid as shit.
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yo,
when it comes down to the whole thing about the petty, because I do believe you was throwing a lot of petty bombs at niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I was in my petty bag, bro.
Yeah, you was really going petty.
I really was.
And again, I don't want to sound like I was like so much above shit, but it's just, I think that a lot of that at that point, that was a very crucial point in the whole beef thing, because I think that if people would have actually sat back and thought about it, because I had to say, I made a post one time and I said something to Dre and I said, you really believe that Elijah is that type of person?
Oh, when he called me a culture vulture?
Yeah, well, not even that. This is actually before that.
Okay.
And I said, do you really believe that Elijah is one of those type of people that really don't want to see you make it? I said, come on, man. And I had to, and that's when he said the whole culture vulture thing. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
But basically what I'm trying to say is, we had this thing where it could have been ended right away.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm gonna blame both sides. I'm not gonna say it's Dre's fault or it's CeeLo's fault.
Nobody wanted to back down.
So look, when CeeLo said get down and lay down, he should have clarified what he meant by that.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you didn't say any words, but you putting that picture up. I honestly think that could have been taken a different way.
Mm.
But that's how you know that it was beef. Because if URL was to put the Joker on the front of their cover, you think I'm gonna get mad about something like that? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? I would be kind of like, yeah, that's what's up. I think that when you put that picture up, I don't see, and I know it's sound kind of crazy. I don't see why he took the picture. So I don't see why it was a big deal. You took the picture.
Well, I mean, I look at it like this. I'm guilty of two pictures. The first picture was CeeLo with the belt. You know what I'm saying? Clarify what he ain't say. Shit, niggas just took it away from what you just said. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. The first picture was CeeLo holding the belt. The other picture was the meme that was made when CeeLo got the PlayStation. Yeah. He won the raffle. He got the PlayStation. Like, I think that was like when it started turning. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I felt was,
but why? But that's my question. Why? How is that equivalent to anything? Like, we literally gave a nigga a PlayStation and he took a picture with the belt. How is that if you put the picture out, how is that?
Because niggas took it the way it was supposed to take it. It was like the intentions behind it was like, oh, you're trying to make it look like you sunning me type shit. Like that. That's kind of how niggas took it. I don't say that is how niggas took it, and that's why Nook reached out and wanted clarification on it, because you know what I'm saying, Nook was his man or whatever. And me and Nook talked, and see, this is where CeeLo ain't say shit. You just took it away, is what I'm saying. But what are you talking about? CeeLo didn't say shit. CeeLo said what he said on the live, bro, after the event. Like, he didn't say fuck Syigu, nothing like that. But when somebody mentions like, yo, y'all should do an event with Syigu, like, nah, we don't do no event with no Syigu. Like, you know, we on some get down and lay down shit. And this is where I'm about to prove my point, Book. I want you to listen. I want you to listen to me and what I'm about to say. So I had a conversation with Nook the Bully, and I brought up that get down and lay down shit, right? This is the only person I had a conversation with about that. I never talked to CeeLo about that shit. I never talked to Dre Dennis about that shit. I get a phone call, yo, bro. I think it was Don Marino versus Prez Mafia. They had a trailer that dropped. And he said, I think they taking a shot at y'all on this trailer.
Who said that?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna put no names out. Not put no names out. So I listened to the. I listened to the. I watched the trailer and I hear the little song. I hear the "We the Gatekeepers." We getting hella views. We ain't paid neither. We the Gatekeepers. And I'm like, these niggas is talking about us. So I'm ready. I'm ready to go MC mode. Like this, is where I come from. Like let's go. Like I'm ready. All right, we about to battle on wax. But then I'm like, nah, chill out. Don't jump out the window. Don't jump because it's just a hook. It ain't even a whole song. So I chilled. They dropped Prez and Don Marino like 2 weeks later. They have a music video in the beginning of the damn battle. The first thing you hear, Dre Dennis, what you tell them niggas low? When I said get down and lay down, I meant that shit. Come on, bro. What are we talking about here? Like, niggas is talking to us. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? I only had that conversation with Nook. Like this right here, like this right here. This right here is facts. You know what I'm saying? This right here was facts. So look, now I'm listening to the song. All right, they don't say no names, and I ain't gonna front. Them niggas killed that shit. Them niggas killed that shit. Salute. Them niggas killed that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then they get to the hook. We the Gatekeepers. We get hella views. We ain't paying this. So it's like, oh, these niggas is. So I ain't gonna front. I wrote Stop Lying right then and there. But then I said, you know what? I'm not gonna record this shit. Like I wrote it, but I'm like, I ain't gonna record it because if I record it and I drop it, this shit might go to a different level. And then it's kind of like it's certain shit I might not want to say because I might not be able to take it back. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna chill. Like I had this shit written, but I didn't record it. I didn't record it until Dre Dennis and Prep battled that 2-on-2 on URL. I think it was Lou Castro and Dougie or somebody. I forgot exactly who it was, but they did that 2-on-2. And as a league owner, as a promoter, I gave props to Dre. You know what I'm saying? I gave props to Dre because this nigga Dre, what he did was he sat up there and put Gates of the Garden big as shit on the back of his shirt. I thought that was brilliant. And then rap with his back to the camera. Like that was brilliant to me. I was like, yo, Dre Dennis on Facebook, tag me. Yo, Dre Dennis, you know what I'm saying? You a genius. Like that was dope. Fuck you. This is what he hit me with. Hit me with the fuck you. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, I'm giving this dude so I guess he's still thinking like whatever, like niggas is a function. Mind you, all niggas done dropped the music video dissing us. You know what I'm saying?
Now, so all right, so let me stop you there. Have you, at that point, have you physically said anything to make them feel like anything? Have you said anything besides put up the pictures? Have you said anything?
No, I never said fuck CeeLo. I never said fuck Gates of the Guard. I never said.
So you haven't at this point. You haven't said nothing physically on Facebook. Nothing.
No,
that was my point.
I think that there was things. I think that there was a post that somebody had asked. Like somebody asked a question about views and or some shit like that, and it was like a random joint, and I said like you got like pay to play battle league and you got this guy versus, like I'm giving them an example. Pay to play battle league wasn't saying Gates of the Garden. I was giving them an example. Niggas from Gates took it, screenshot it, sent it to them. Now they like, oh, they coming at it.
And that's how I got involved.
And that type shit happens.
They cut out what was actually said, and they used it as you was actually dissing them, and then you wasn't. You was basically saying in general. Exactly. And I think somebody did, I don't know who it was, but somebody screenshotted it, they cut it out and said, oh, look what Elijah said, or look what this guy said. And they made it even worse because like, see, they saying we pay to play, or they saying we this. I think that's how that happened.
I think a lot of shit that I've said over the years, a lot of people try to make it be what they want it to be. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my thing is, he said they was the only pay to play league around us. Get the fuck out of here. No, you can't say that, bro. And see, this is where y'all niggas be wrong. You know how many Easy the Block Captain put up bread towards drugs? I'm sorry, no, he did not. He put up bread towards prep. Easy the Block Captain put up bread towards Snake Eyes. You see what I'm saying? But see, this is shit that we wasn't bragging about. We wasn't putting niggas' business out there like that. You see what I'm saying? So you can't say the only pay to play fucking Trey Naked paid fucking Uno Lavos to battle on KO Battle League. Like niggas had been doing that. Like it wasn't like leagues wasn't having guys pay the people that they wanted to battle. Like that shit has been going on for a long time.
You know,
you see what I'm saying?
But you know how I felt about that. I always said that I thought that was smart.
I mean, listen,
you know
if you want to battle somebody and they are charging a price that's within your budget, like that's what it is. You know what you're doing right now? You said you know what you're doing now? Like, bro, that's not the same. You didn't do whole cards surrounded around pay to play. Stop. Listen.
We just said that. We just said that that's not what they was doing. Like
I don't get what you
like. All right, let me just stop Chuck Book real quick. I don't know what Chuck about. Listen, Chuck Book, listen. This is not a rehashing of a beef. We just telling the story of what happened.
Narrative to justify your story. I'm not twisting
Nobody's twisting the narrative.
We're not twisting the narrative.
You know
We're
actually telling
it for what it
my
is.
thing is like, how many times have I said I disagree? If we were twisting the narrative, I wouldn't be disagreeing with him. It's certain things that happen that we both don't agree on. So if my thing is with like this, I don't believe if Gates of the Garden was to pay to play, I told him personally out of my own mouth, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because that's actually a good idea.
Like
you know
my thing is this, right? All right, you see a lot of cards. Like take it outside of us. Take it outside Gates. You see a lot of cards where you see big names and it's like, who the fuck is this nigga that is battling this guy?
Yeah.
Only one or two people's paying for this battle, either the league or the battler. Or you got an outside sponsor. At the end of the day, if you nice, you nice. Who the fuck cares? You see what I'm saying? He's like, it's not beef, but don't act like I wasn't there for everything either. Chuck, I know what you was there for. When you battled Dre Dennis, and that battle dropped on July 13th, 2018. Now tell me I'm lying. Yeah, because I knew this was going to come. Bro, I got my stats together. I'm Stephen B.G. Smith in this bitch tonight. I'm prepared. You mentioned the song in the battle. You know what I'm saying? You mentioned the song in the battle because Dre hadn't heard it. Now, let's go back to the song shit because it's getting all crazy. So I didn't record the song yet. Dre and them did the 2-on-2. I made the post, tried to give me props. Dre went off on me. Niggas tried to jump me on my own post. Reese came to the defense. Not that I needed him to. Dre called me a culture vulture. And niggas dropped a whole list of all the accolades that I've done for niggas in the culture. And it was like, oh, I'm not reading all of that. Like niggas was trying to sit up there and discredit. Niggas are trying to discredit all of that. And listen, Reese got him to admit that they dissed us on the damn song. He was like, you ain't dissing us. Like, no, we ain't diss y'all on the song. And then like 3 quotes later, all right, yeah, we dissed y'all. Boom, bingo, there we have it, jackpot. All right, I'm going to the studio and record this shit right now because I knew y'all niggas was dissing us. You see what I'm saying? And if I jump out the window with a response, now I look like the bitter old nigga with the league that these niggas surpassed, and now he's hating, and this is the reason why he's dissing us. It's like everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's some shit that I'm, as a man, able to admit I was in my petty bag. It was some shit that I was petty about. It was times I sent shots at the Gates. But it was also times that I wasn't sending shots at the Gates. I might have been sending shots to somebody else. I might have been speaking in general. And niggas took shit that I said and made everything about whoever they thought it was about or they wanted to be about. That's not changing the narrative. That is 100% facts. This is the reason why we had so many different conversations over the years. That whole GL shit, that was bullshit. I had no idea what was going on with GL and CeeLo or whatever. That was around the time I think he said something disrespectful about his daughter or some shit like that. I ain't know about none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't in tune with none of that shit that was going on. So it's like this. I dropped my diss track, but I did it different. You know what I'm saying? He said, you did the same thing they did, assume. Listen, niggas might even be somewhat guilty for that to a certain extent, assume about certain things. But the difference is this, though, Preach. You can't find one battle rapper, one, that ever was like, yo, Elijah Reese said we can't battle on Gates of the Guard. Or we shouldn't battle on Gates of the Guard. I could find a couple battle rappers that was like, yo, they told us not to battle over there. I even seen screenshots of shit that people had said. You see what I'm saying? So my whole thing is this. Once you start telling battle rappers, yo, don't battle on that league. Once you start doing shit like, yo, they paying for views or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Once you start doing that, you're fucking with somebody's brand. Because no matter what I said, you know what I'm saying? No matter what I said, I never was doing anything to fuck with niggas' money like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wasn't doing it. That was something that was totally different. But I know what I'm saying, and so do you. But some of this shit ain't happened the way that you saying it. Chuck Book, you wasn't around from the beginning, bro. You not qualified to say how all of this shit went. You know what I'm saying? Like you my man and all, but really you're not really qualified to tell me how this shit went. Like we would need them to be on here and we can go back and forth, but that would be pointless. Like we telling y'all from our vantage point, because if they sit up there and they tell the story, their story is going to be different from how they seen it. They're not going to see it how we seen it. You see what I'm saying? I'm man enough to admit, like, yo, there was points and times during the beef where I was petty. You know what I'm saying? This is when to sum this shit up, this is when I realized how serious that this beef was getting. You know what I'm saying? I realized the beef was getting serious when my wife came to me and she says, yo, you still beefing with Dre Dennis? And I'm like, fuck you doing? I'm beefing with Dre Dennis. She like, Dre Dennis is married to Candace. So I'm like, all right. She was like, well, Candace is the sister of somebody she knew or whatever. And she was like, bottom line is we doing XYZ. You fucking the money up. And I was like, damn, the fucking beef don't really escalate. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's just staying. I'm just thinking that this is just battle rap shit. So now it's kind of like, yo, it's really trickling down to people not wanting to do certain shit with other people, like outside battle rap. Like that shit's crazy. So I was like, all right, you know what, yo, this shit is getting stupid. You know what I'm saying? So now you get to the end of 2018, because the bulk of this shit was 2018. You get to towards the end of 2018, you got battle rappers that are like, yo, I want to battle on the gates, or yo, I want to battle on Syigu. Like, I don't want to feel like there's tension. I want to be able to go here. I want to be able to go there. You know what I'm saying? South Jersey, nigga said South Jersey small as fuck. But you
South
know,
Jersey is not small.
It really ain't, bro. It really ain't. It's part of South Jersey I've never even been to. You know what I'm saying? Like it really ain't.
South Jersey
small.
just ain't.
But anyway,
Clementon, Lindenwood.
Anyway, listen. So we get to having a conversation like, yo, this shit is dumb. Like somebody has to swallow their pride and their ego. Somebody has to be the bigger man or bigger men in these situations in order for this shit to be dead, because it's dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like it really, bro. Nothing is up with me and Wolf, man. Like people ask me what's up with you and Wolf. Ain't nothing up with me and Wolf, man. We not battling. That shit is dead. So anyway, he always asks me about that shit. So anyway, listen. January 2019, we had a conversation. I said, yo, listen, I think it's time. I think that we need to go into this new year, you know what I'm saying, ending this shit. All this petty shit, all this goofy shit. Like, let's put all this dumb shit behind us. Let's go to the event. Let's talk like men. Let's just dead this shit. You know what I'm saying? And Reese was like, all right, fuck it, I'm with it. You see what I'm saying? This was like the most uncomfortable night ever, because these fools, Joe White and Ready Rock and LOD and BBG, decide that they want to have a brawl at the Gates of the Garden event the same fucking night we're going to go squash beef. So now this shit looks like we sent niggas to their event to fuck it up, because we came like maybe an hour later. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, man. What the fuck? Like, we gonna show up to the event and they're gonna look at us like, oh, y'all done sent these niggas to come fuck up our shit. Like, I don't even listen, man.
Somebody said that too.
Listen, Dre said that shit. Dre was like, "Oh, what you sent these niggas?"
I didn't know he was joking.
Yeah, he was joking, but my whole thing is like, niggas not that powerful, bro. Like niggas ain't got that kind of clout to be sending niggas to fuck up events. Like, nah, man. Like niggas would never do no shit. Yeah, like that shit was crazy. But out of respect for these niggas, like out of respect for Dre and CeeLo and Gates, because of what niggas did. That's when Ella didn't wear a fitted right. Yo, the nigga's stupid. Listen, out of respect, real talk, out of respect for Dre and CeeLo and what happened at their event, it was a domino effect to our event. Like we suspended niggas. Like we ban niggas from our events for what they did somewhere else because we look at it like, yo, you a champ over here, you battle over here, you consider the Syigu artist, you going over there fucking shit up. That shit not cool. You know what I'm saying? So there has to be some kind of consequences, repercussion for that. Dre and them can be like, yo, fuck y'all niggas, y'all banned, y'all ain't allowed to come to our events no more. But then it's like niggas can be like, oh, we gonna just stroll on back to Syigu, do our thing over there. Like, nah, y'all niggas got shit.
And I can see want to drive that point home because a lot of people don't understand that. And you know how people how you feel about your way, everybody showing them, favoritism and shit like that. Yo White was banned. Mm-hmm. Ready Rock was banned.
And White was a champ.
And he was a champ.
Nigga was a champ over here, he was banned.
So niggas gotta understand, man, we took this very serious. Yeah. It wasn't something that just happened. Like after we squashed the beef, we said we gonna move on, and we moved on from it. And people did have some consequences and repercussions behind them fighting at the event. Now, it wasn't our event.
Nah, it wasn't our event.
We didn't have to do shit. Yeah. We could have been like, nah.
We could have been like, oh, well, like, y'all lost. But out of respect for them, you know what I'm saying, we decided, like, yo, we going to give them disciplinary actions over here. Because that shit was, like if it was the other way around, I'm not saying that Gates would have did the same thing, but had Gates did the same thing, I would have been like, yo, that, like, salute, like that, like that's respect right there, because they really didn't have to sit up there and do that. Like, and you talking about some of the top guys, like some of the top guys on our league are getting suspended and banned because of shit that they did over there. Like, we wanted to set an example, like, yo, it's not okay to do that shit anywhere. Like, yo, we cool and all of that shit, but fuck all of that. Like, at the end of the day, y'all niggas is fucking the money up, and that's not okay.
I think there was something that happened. I can't remember exactly, but I think somebody had owed somebody else some money or something. And they wouldn't, Dre and them wouldn't let them battle over there. I can't remember who it was, but somebody didn't show or something here.
They no show here,
and then they tried to battle there, and they was like, they said they wasn't gonna battle, let them battle.
Yeah, I think I might have remember. I don't remember who it was though. I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, it was something like that.
It might have been 80 bars. It might have been somebody like him. Might have been fucking 80 bars. Might have been that nigga. Who the fuck knows? 80 bars. Who the fuck knows, man? I don't know exactly who it was. But listen, man. We had our issues, man. You know what I'm saying? We had our issues. We had our petty moments. Niggas took shots at each other. You know what I'm saying? Niggas made diss tracks and all of that shit, whatever. And it is what it is. Like, we decided, yo, we going to be grown men and we going to set an example, not only for, you know, the people that's around us, but just for the culture, period, man. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of leagues that have beef and are competitive. Like, that shit is always going to be there. Like, battle rap is competitive. Hip-hop is competitive. So, you know what I'm saying? I look at cars that they do, like, yo, that's a dope-ass car. Yo, they look at cars that we do, like, yo, that's a dope-ass car. Like, you know what I'm saying? We in the same culture. You know what I'm saying? We in the same culture. We doing the same shit. We around the same people. It's like your cousin that you see every couple months or once a year in the summertime, you know what I'm saying? And then y'all gotta go in the back of the building from time to time. You know what I'm saying? What? Hey, look, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I'm a better cousin. You see me in 10 years. I'm fucking you up when I see you.
Like, hey, nigga, last time I seen you, I was 12, nigga. I'm 14 now, nigga.
You beat me up.
Yeah, shit ain't the same. But nah, man, listen, I went real talk. I was on Verse Tracker today, yo, and I was just looking at all of the events. Now, we got multiple leagues. And like I said, the first two events, Verse Tracker don't count. You know what I'm saying? Even though those battles is on YouTube and shit. And we not counting our Push Your Pen Battle League battles. We not counting our NOC battles because they're all separate. But Syigu battles alone, not including the shit we got coming up. But there's 48 fucking flyers. So that's 48 events, man. That's 48 events. We got over 50. We got over 50 because I said that don't include the NOC joints. That don't include the Push Your Pen joints. So the shit that William Wolf got punched on, it don't include those events. You know what I'm saying? But the Syigu shit, Torture Chamber shit, 48 fucking events. I went on Gates of the Garden. I counted they shit up to the event they got coming up. I think it's coming up soon. I think it's December. 48 fucking events. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all. Y'all been putting in work. We've been putting in work. Like, nobody can deny that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can deny the fact that Syigu and Gates of the Garden have put in work. Like I said, I spoke to Dre Dennis earlier this week before doing this, and he gave me the blessing to sit up there and, you know, speak on it. Not that know what I'm saying? Niggas needed his permission or nothing, but we spoke like men. I told him what it was about. We doing a part 2 to talk about squashing the beef and how epic it was for our area. A lot of people want to see there be a Syigu versus Gates of the Garden event. I don't know. Maybe it happen, maybe it won't happen. Listen, we're open for it. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any issues with that. If that's something that the timing is right and it makes sense and we can figure out where we're going to do it at, of course, to me, it would make the most sense to do it somewhere out here in South Jersey. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that.
You do know that Syigu and Gates of the Garden has the most battles on YouTube
I
combined.
can believe that. I definitely can believe that.
Combined more than URL, more than KOTD, more than all of them. And I think that
Both said we gonna kill y'all.
Oh, come on, man, stop it.
But you about to get smoked by Danny Myers, bro. Cut the shit. He about to get smoked by Danny Myers. Nah, Book my guy though, man. Chuck Book a cool nigga, man.
I fuck with Chuck Book.
Chuck Book is a cool
I like
dude, man.
Chuck Book.
Salute to him. Like one thing I respect about Chuck Book is that, you know, Chuck Book been consistent. You know what I'm saying? He been consistent, man. And he just a real thorough dude, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like
I
Chuck
can't
Book.
say shit bad about Chuck Book.
I'm gonna say about the as far as like Syigu versus Gates, I would love to see that, but I wouldn't want it to be a Syigu versus Gates.
You want to see like us versus somebody else?
South Jersey doesn't get enough credit.
It doesn't.
Bro, South Jersey, the tri-state area, I would say, but South Jersey in the tri-state area has probably the most consistent and the biggest names in battle rap outside of what's the name? Outside of course, North Jersey and Harlem or whatever. But you got too many stars out here. I think that I always felt like if we was to do an event, it shouldn't just be, oh well, Gates versus Syigu. It should be an event with all of us there, and we actually have people book battle, and it doesn't matter who it is.
This is what I think we should do. I think we should do Gates and Syigu versus RBE and URL. You know what I'm saying? Nigga said South Jersey has no stars. Jeff, cut the shit, bro.
Who said that?
My man, Jeff. This nigga said South Jersey has no stars. Like, this nigga Dre Dennis battled Nick Cannon, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, come on, man. Like, I don't care. Beef or not, agree to disagree. Like, that man deserves his flowers. Like, Dre Dennis deserves his flowers. Like, and that's the reason why we gave him a South Jersey Battle Rap Pioneer Award. He deserved that shit. We gave one to Truck Deuce and Bonus. You know what I'm saying? Like, they deserve that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas have been putting in work for years. Like, when it comes down to South Jersey Battle Rap, these dudes are like the first dudes to actually go on the road and get their name up. You know what I'm saying? Battling on A-Hat and battling Bullpen, battling for Milltown Blow. I mean, all of those different leagues, man. Going to the Midwest and shit like that.
How many South Jersey dudes actually made it? Let me just ask you that.
I hear you got a lot. Listen, said Dre Dennis not a star. Listen, Dre Dennis been on Dre Dennis been on URL. You know what I'm saying? Holmesy been on URL. Bonus been on URL. Floss the Boss been on URL. Like, I can keep on going. You know what I'm saying? I can keep on going.
J. Crew been on URL.
J. Crew been on URL. You know what I'm saying? Like we can keep on going for days. Like, South Jersey definitely has a lot of talent, man. A lot of talent that just doesn't get the shine and the recognition that it deserves to get. Dre Dennis may not be a star in your eyes compared to who you probably looking at him against, but this dude has more battles than anybody, bro. He has more battles
in the world.
Like, look, you saying Dre Dennis is not a star, bro? He might not be a star to you, but he has more battles than anybody. Come on, bro. You gotta give this man his flowers, bro. What are you talking about?
You know what I'm saying? Than anybody in the world, bro.
Like, yo, come on, man. You can't deny that. Listen, let me tell you something, man. During any point in beef, agreement, disagreement, one thing I always respect about Dre Dennis is his work ethic. Nobody can deny that man's work ethic. He said, shout out to man, nobody screams out Central Jersey. Man, fuck out of here, bandit. Nobody be like, yo, I'm from Central Jersey. Like, fuck out of here, bro. Nobody be saying that shit. It's either north or south, bro. It's north or south.
If you in Central,
you gotta pick a side, nigga. Either you from the north or you from the south. Ain't nobody be like, yo, I'm from Central. Throw your C's up for Central Jersey. Nigga, like, fuck out of here. Nobody be saying that. You from North Jersey, bro. You from North. You from North. You know what I'm saying? But listen, you gotta give niggas their flowers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Man, that nigga Dre was a PG for most of these niggas. Was battle rappers. yo, listen. Dre deserves his flowers, man. Dre put in work. He's still putting in work. And I'm gonna keep it. He said, I'm in the middle, bro. Listen, bro. If you fold the state of New Jersey in half on the map, it's north and south, bro. It's north and south. There is no central, bro. Like stop that. But listen, Dre deserves his flowers, man. Dre put a lot of people on, man. Like for real. A lot of people on it. He didn't have to. Dre Dennis.
It was that
they famous in battle rap, but not stars. Dreff, I'm not even going. I'm not.
But my thing is like most battle rappers are famous in battle rap.
Mm-hmm.
They're not stars in real life. A good percentage of them are not stars. They don't even have over 100,000 followers on Instagram, so they're not really stars like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they're stars in what's the name, but maybe the females. But I wanted to say this about Dre. At one point, I did hold Dre accountable for. And I shouldn't have did that, and I was wrong. I did hold him accountable for bringing South Jersey up because I felt like at that point, this is before Syigu. You know what I'm saying? I felt like Dre Dennis, he was popular enough to get people to notice us, and I shouldn't have did that because it's not his responsibility as a person from South Jersey. Everybody else has to work to get there, just like he did. I was wrong for that. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have never put it like that.
Star, T-Rock, a star. I mean, we took like I'm not even gonna go back and forth with the whole star shit because you know what? It's just going to just open up another can of worms. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like you name them dudes, but out of them two dudes you just named, have they done more for people in the game than Dre Dennis? I don't think so.
But here's the thing. He naming them dudes, and them dudes are consistently on a platform that has a million.
Yeah, you see them all the time.
So it ain't like now if you.
But my thing is, Dre battle every fucking week.
Yeah,
like Dre's battling in
different. The same thing.
Like Dre's battling in different states and shit, like every weekend. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, listen, you just can't hate on Dre. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't hate on Dre. Like that's just how I look at it. Like him or not.
Listen, bro. You got people like Worst of 5'9" talking about Dre Dennis. You got people that Drake talking about Dre Dennis, bro. Come on, just stop, bro.
Yeah, like
stop with the whole he's not a star shit. Like, just stop. You don't have to be a star, but he's recognizable.
Listen, he solidified. Dre solidified, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you could say you could say whatever you want to say about him in our area we from. He's already a legend. You know what I'm saying? He's already a South Jersey battle rap legend. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's a legend past where we from. He's a legend past South Jersey because you got to look at all of the accolades, all the things that he has. He has over 1 million views in battles. You know what I'm saying? He's battled Nick Cannon on MTV. He's battled on URL. He's battled on RBE. He's battled on King of the Dot. He's battled on the biggest battle rap platforms in the world.
He's currently battling on one of the biggest.
Yeah, he's currently battling in that tournament.
In his league. But my thing is, we need even. The thing is,
isn't put on notice. See, I think that what happens is there's not a lot of separation from Jersey, South Jersey, North Jersey, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
But here's the thing.
So you take followers as a scale.
Here's the thing he's saying, right?
Danny Myers battle every week. He's a star.
That's debatable.
Man, Floss gets from the RBE. Yeah, Floss be on RBE. It's like so like.
But here's the thing, though. This is what cracks me up about these people, right? Mm-hmm. They don't want to take your accolades into consideration. Dre Dennis has a league that's competing with the top leagues.
Listen, I see your post. in the battle rap group, and they said, "What's the top leagues?" I see niggas say URL, RBE, King of the Dot, Gates of the Garden, and UW. Like, get the fuck out of here with UW. Niggas ain't had an event in years. But the fact that you name your top 5 and in the top 4, you mentioned Gates of the Garden. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You can't like even if you don't like him as a battle rapper, you can't deny him grinding as a league owner to get his league mentioned with the top leagues. You just can't do that, man. Gates on the act, but Dre not. Yeah, like he got Gates of the Garden battles on the URL act. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, Danny's a legend. You know what I'm saying? Danny's definitely a legend. You know what I'm saying? Like a star now. He's a big name. He's a draw, but I'm not gonna put Danny on the same level as like a Lux. Like he not Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? He might be a Tank Davis though, but he ain't Mayweather. He not doing those numbers. But you can't deny. Nigga said UW ain't shit. Hey yo, I heard you turn the battle down on UW, Bandit, and I'm trying to set that battle up. I heard you turn the battle down on UW. Think about what it is. I want to set that battle up on Syigu. We gonna talk. Danny is a legend. Don't do that either. Danny is a legend. Danny not a legend? This nigga battle anybody, anywhere, any place, anytime. Come on, bro.
Danny Myers battle.
Danny is a legend, bro. Nigga said Danny burnt out. Like, come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Is Boom a star or just battle rap famous? Which Boom we talking about? You talking about Adi Boom? You talking about Kaboom? Like, what Boom we talking about? You gotta be more specific. That nigga said Danny burnt out. Don't do that, bro. Don't disrespect.
Danny burnt out.
No, Danny is smoke you, man.
Danny just battled on URL.
These niggas be wilding, bro. Listen, man. We about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back in a couple of weeks for part 2. I'm gonna holler at Dre and I would love for them to come through and we talk about, squashing the beef or whatever. If niggas want to speak their piece from their perspective of how it went down, that's fine. If not, whatever. We're gonna be back in a couple of weeks and we're gonna talk about the good things that have happened. We're gonna talk about the flowers that have blossomed from ending the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And just the things that everybody has accomplished so far. Like, it's just been a lot of good things that have happened, man, with Syigu and Gates of the Garden. Since ending the beef, it felt like a big weight of tension. You know what I'm saying? He said a nigga can't say Twerk and Rock are stars and in the same breath say Danny is star. Hell no, but I agree he is a legend. Hey, look, man, everybody entitled to their opinion. Big K's Boom. Talking about Kaboom. Kaboom not even in the culture right now, so you can't even really talk about him, man. Said how I smoked KL. You definitely did not smoke KL, but it was a good battle. It was a good battle. You definitely did not smoke KL, but it was a good battle, Bandit. You know what I'm saying? It was a good battle. But yeah, we gonna talk, Bandit. I'm gonna get with you. But look, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. To me, this is a good show. Next Friday, we back 7:30. We're gonna talk about the worst Syigu champs ever. Oh, I can't wait for this shit, yo. Because some of y'all niggas was terrible. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about the worst Syigu champs ever. That's next week. You know what I'm saying? But Battle Rap Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? Tales in the Booker. We'll be back next week, man. Off this joint.